We're going to look at another shell problem. However, in this problem, we're not going to have our axes being about the x or the y axis, but our axis of revolution is our y equals -3, which is our orange dotted line. We're going to take the region bound by our parabola right here in red that's opening up, and our sideways parabola right here in blue. We're going to take that shaded region in between them, and we're going to revolve that around our y equals -3. Since it's a horizontal axis of revolution, we need to be dealing with y's. Our bounds then will have to be where the y values are that we go. We go from a height of 0 up to a height of 1. But since we have to be dealing with y's, we got to go ahead and solve each one of these for x. So it's x equaling something with y. So if we take a look at this one here, which is for our blue one, we could square both sides, and then to finish getting x by itself, we add 1. So this is what we're going to use when we're dealing with the blue. This one here is for the red. We also need to solve that for x. You'll notice the right side factors into two parentheses, and an x minus 1 and an x minus 1, or you could write it as an x minus 1 all squared. Then you could go ahead and take your square root of both sides, and then you could go ahead and add 1. Technically it's a plus or minus here, but we're only dealing with the positive root for our shaded region here, so we only have the positive root here. Then we need to go ahead and identify our radius. Our radius is going to go from what's on top up here down to what's on the bottom down here. So we're dealing with y, so we have a y here going all the way down to our axis of revolution for our radius. So we have a y value here on top minus what's in the bottom of our -3. So our radius is y minus the -3, or y plus 3. Then we need to go ahead and take a look at the height. The height is going to go from what's on the right minus what's on the left for our height. As we look here, I'm trying to find a color that's going to work, so just a second. So we'll go what's on the right is in red over to what's on the left in blue. The length of that blue or purple line right here is going to be our height of our shell that's revolved around the y equals -3. So we take what's on the right, which is red. In red we have this right here, minus what's on the left, which is in blue, and that's right here. So we have what's on the right minus what's on the left. That does simplify a little bit. You'll notice the 1's drop. Then to be able to finish working this out, you just have to FOIL that out, and then you could go ahead and integrate by increasing your exponents by 1, then plug in 1 minus what you get when you plug in 0, which doesn't change it, and we end up with 23 pi over 10.